Sprinkler pipe routing preferences. Let's now have a go at setting up an appropriate sprinkler pipe type from scratch, and we'll see how we can set up the desired routing preferences to suit. Go to the Systems tab and click on Pipe. Then from the type selector, choose Standard and click on Edit Type. In the Type Properties dialog, click on Duplicate and call this new type Fire Protection Carbon Steel Threaded. And click OK. We now need to specify the routing preferences, so click on the Edit button and in the Routing Preference dialog set the following. For the pipe segment, choose Steel Carbon EN10255 Medium. Then we need to work our way down the rest of these fittings and specify the threaded fitting for each. So for elbow, we'll pick the draft pipe elbow threaded. The preferred junction type will be T, and the junction fitting will be threaded. The cross will be cross threaded. The transition fitting will be transition threaded. The union fitting will be union threaded, and we'll leave the flange and cap as none. Note here also that if fittings are required that are not yet loaded into the project, they can be loaded from here by clicking on the Load Family button. There are also options here to specify the minimum and maximum sizes used for each particular fitting, and additional fittings can be added. For example, it is possible to have one type of elbow fitting for the smaller range of pipe diameters, say 8 to 40, then another type for larger range, say 50 to 150. But for this exercise, we'll leave this as one fitting for each and click OK. Click OK again to return to the project. We now want to test out this newly created pipe type to ensure that the routing is behaving as expected. Zoom in to where we drew the small section of pipe earlier. Click on System Pipe, and from the type selector, choose the pipe type that we created, Fire Protection Carbon Steel Threaded. Draw a few runs and turn 90 degrees and test out the elbows. Also reduce the diameter to see that the transitions are working as expected. And draw another elbow. Press Escape twice. We can see here that these routing preferences are working correctly and that Revit is placing the fittings as we would expect. So this pipe type is working quite well and is ready to be used as a pipe type in a project. In the next step, we are going to try the automatic pipe generator tool to connect our new fire protection pipe into the sprinklers that have already been placed in this model.